Hey, what's up guys, Jed here. It's been a good while. I haven't had the time to make an update video since I moved, but I'm back. So my intermittent fasting 30-day journey has finally come to an end, and I will say I'm pretty happy with the results. But before we get into it, make sure you click that subscribe button because it helps the channel out. By the way, it's like 35 degrees outside. Oh, and I forgot to shave, which I should probably do, but I can't since, after moving, I don't have my stuff, so I don't have my shaver. I might have to either go through my boxes or just buy a new one since I'm lazy. Alright, so I started my intermittent fasting. Oh man. So I started my intermittent fasting on January 29, weighed myself, and was around 135.4 pounds, if I remember correctly. So for the past 30 days, I consistently ate 1,300 to 1,500 calories. By the way, if you want to find out how many calories you need in order to lose weight, I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys to use. I did mention in one of my episodes that not all my calories were the same each day. Some days were different. Sometimes it was 1250, sometimes it was 1400, and sometimes it was 1550. You get the picture. The point is, I was always making sure that I was within my calorie limit. By the way, whenever you count your calories, don't stress out too much about being exact with the numbers. If you needed to eat 2,000 calories a day, for example, and ended the day with 2,099 calories, it's not that big of a deal. You'll be fine. So when I started my journey, my eating window was from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and then I would fast for 19 hours. I did say my goal was to reach 125 pounds, but that was a mistake. I wasn't really thinking when I said that. What I meant to say was my goal was 130 pounds, which I'm pretty sure I corrected myself later in the video. But yeah, I chose 130 pounds because that, for me, that's my ideal weight. For you, it could be different. You can just go on Google and search what your ideal weight is. So whenever you decide to lose weight, always make it your goal to reach your ideal weight instead of making up numbers that you consider to be healthy. The times I chose to eat during my eating window was obviously 12, 2:30, and then 5. I chose those times because that's just when I personally start to feel hungry. And also because I think those are pretty good times to eat, especially if you choose to do 12 to 5, just like me. But at the same time, for you it could be different. Which, by the way, when starting intermittent fasting, I highly recommend doing 16-8, since that's the most common fasting schedule that people choose to do. And I recommend it too because it's the easiest, especially when starting out. I only chose 12 to 5 because I felt that it was the fastest way to get results, especially in a span of 30 days. But overall, if I were to do this all over again, it would definitely be 16-8. And not 12 to 5, because I'd rather take my time than rush, but I just did it for experimental purposes and to kind of inform you that this does work, especially if you know what you're doing. But when starting out, I probably wouldn't do 12 to 5. As for what I ate, basically I ate whatever I wanted. Notice though, I said I ate whatever I wanted, not how much I wanted. There's a huge difference there, so don't get those two mixed up. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I ate for each day, since that would take forever, but just to give you a general idea, I ate oatmeal for breakfast, a snack, and then some kind of protein for lunch, whether that's chicken, beef, or tofu, another snack, and then another form of protein for dinner, with of course rice or some kind of carbohydrate on the side, included with every meal. And that's it. Sounds pretty boring, right? But that's literally all I ate. I'm sure you can get more creative with your meals than me, so yeah, just feel free to do whatever you want. Then during my fasting window, I just drank water. Lots and lots of water. I didn't drink coffee, no 0-calorie sodas or juices, no artificial sweeteners. Well, maybe 1 or 2, which you can see in episode 2. But it was okay since that was during my eating window, so. But overall, just water. This can depend on what you want to do during your fast. If you think you can get away by drinking those things, then by all means, go for it. But for me, A fast means taking in nothing but water. I also want to point out that in one part of episode 2, there was one day where I weighed 118 pounds, and then another day where I said I weighed 128 pounds. I just want to confirm that that wasn't actually my real weight. The day that I weighed 118 was because that was a very busy day for me, and I didn't really have time to properly eat and drink, and also because that I realized that when I weighed myself in the morning, my scale wasn't properly balanced on the ground, so it was kind of tilted up. I didn't notice, so that's why the reading was a little bit different. So that was my bad. But the 128 pound measurement was more accurate, but still not my actual weight during that time. I just wanted to make that clear just in case anyone had any questions about it. Whenever you lose weight, especially in the beginning, your weight will most definitely go up and down, but just know that's normal. After a while, you'll see that it'll become more consistent, so just be patient. What else? I exercised every day, which you can see that I listed them on my calendar. You can see biceps, triceps, legs, things like that. It was more specifically weightlifting. I also did cardio from time to time. Not always, but you don't need to exercise. I just do it because I like to add at least 30 minutes of physical activity to my day, because I'd rather do something than just sit around all day. So my journey ended on March 2, and so I weighed myself and weighed in at about 130.2 pounds. I should probably just show you guys. So, let's see. Okay, so, focus, hello. Okay, so anyway, here, this is about near the end of February, and yeah, around the end, around the last days, I was around 132, right? Then on the final day when I weighed in, made sure I did everything properly, I weighed in at 130.2 pounds, which, I hate the fact that I didn't write it here, but as you can see, on Monday, March 1, it says finish, and I forgot to write it down. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it. But I promise you, I weighed in at 130.2 pounds. And yeah, all that was just from me fasting for 30 days. Eating from 12 to 5 and then fasting for 19 hours. Now imagine though, if that was 2 months or maybe even 3 months. In about 30 days, I've lost about 5 pounds. Man, some of it could have been water. So if we wanna, take that into consideration, maybe I lost about 3-ish pounds. Not bad though. I know it might not seem like much, but it's definitely realistic in my opinion. Plus, like I said earlier, my hunger only lasted a few days and then went away. I ate whatever I wanted and added some exercise, which again is completely optional. And now, probably the most important part you've been waiting for. Pictures. So, here you go. So here on the left is day 1, and then of course on the right is the last day. Of course, nothing mind-blowing to see here, but you can definitely see a lot more definition on my abs compared to day 1, which by the way, I'm flexing as hard as I can in both pictures, so you gotta give me some credit. But anyway, I'm no longer doing intermittent fasting since I don't really need to lose weight anymore. All I would need to do now from here on out is just eat a little cleaner and healthier. Although I'm already okay where I'm at, so yeah. Intermittent fasting has always been my favorite way of losing weight because number 1, I can eat whatever I want, it's free, it's available to me 24/7 whenever I feel like losing weight, and it's easy. So hopefully you found this short intermittent fasting journey of mine helpful. So definitely give it a try. You won't regret it, especially if you do it properly. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to click that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos just like this. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment below letting me know if you're thinking of starting intermittent fasting as well. And with that said, I will see you guys next time.